Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your January 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aries, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. Aries, I am really excited to dive into your energy today. You have a lot of beautiful things showing up, not just in January, but what I feel intuitively is you are setting the groundwork for the entirety of 2023. The three key themes that are showing up for you this month are second chance, adventure, and flexibility. So when you have the second chance card showing up, you couldn't have received a better energy for January, because this is about a clean slate. It's about do-overs, reviews, forgiving yourself for whatever happened in the past so you can blossom to new opportunities presenting themselves in 2023. This is also about better offers, better choices, better decisions that are aligned with your highest good, and trusting that not only the universe has your back, but trusting that you are able to make the decisions for yourself that are in alignment with your highest good. This is also about trying again, rebuilding. You have this fresh, clean slate. So not only are you thinking maybe about your New Year's resolutions, but you may be thinking about your health, your longevity, your career, your relationships. But it's not just the New Year's resolutions of I want to start this and I want to join a gym and I want to hit these milestones that sometimes tend to fade away early on in the year. These are things that you're going to take to completion. These are things that you're going to continue to stay consistent with throughout 2023. So a lot of you are in a beautiful headspace where there's a second chance here, a do-over for you to start and continue creating and building the life that you truly desire. Your next card here is adventure. I love that this is showing up for you, because this is about exciting times ahead. And even though this is a January reading, this month is the catalyst that's going to set you up for, again, the entirety of 2023. And I will be putting out yearly readings towards the beginning of January as well. But this is about spiritual quests as well. 2023 in numerology equals a 7 year, and 7 is a highly spiritual year. It's about inner awareness, wisdom, insight, and reflection. It's also about you connecting to your higher self. And if you've been listening to my readings for a while now, I've been talking about the collective rising in vibration, in energy, in frequency. So what's happening is we are raising our consciousness from the 3D to the 5D, and we have more access, more readily available to us to connect to our spiritual team, our guides, and most importantly, our higher selves. So some of you may even be planning to take a trip or an adventure, maybe even go on a spiritual quest. Some of you, perhaps it's ayahuasca, it could be a yoga retreat. You may be going to the Hay House, I Can Do It programs or conventions as well. Some of you may be setting up a spiritual business or just looking into your own spiritual self, your own path. And you actually have a lot of beautiful cards out here. You have the High Priestess and the Hierophant in your reading. So this is definitely a very, very potent year for you when it comes to connecting with your higher self, your purpose, your calling. This is the year for you, Aries, to change your life for the better. There are major awakenings that are happening for you. So for those of you that have felt the struggles, felt the challenges of any area of your life, especially for those of you who've had a hard time paying attention to what that purpose is for you, what your calling is, and you've known deep down that there's something else, but you've asked yourself, what is that missing piece? What is it? There's something more to my life. There has to be something else. Can my health get better? Can I find that love? Can I build that career or be in that career that I want that's going to bring me happiness and success? This is the year to make really huge strides when it comes to why you came here to Earth, okay? This is all about world travel, excursions. This is really about adventure. So I feel that a lot of you are taking things to the next level this year. You also have flexibility. Now, flexibility is about divine detours. It can be about change in your course, change in your life purpose. Again, you may have always wanted to gravitate towards a different direction. Maybe you've always wanted to live in, I don't know, New Zealand or Africa or Paris. Perhaps you've always wanted to travel the world, or you've wanted to retire. Some of you have wanted to attract the love of your life or get married, start a family. Whatever this is for you, this is the year that there's turnarounds, and you are really coming so close that you will hit that mark of aligning with what your soul has come here to do. But stay flexible in your approach here, Aries. There's new ideas, there's adaptability, there's expansion. Some of you may even be going on a yoga retreat or doing something here with yoga as well, or even the body mind. I'm getting could be a body mind retreat as well. But this is about movement and finally feeling like you are going within the flow instead of always coming up against some sort of obstacle or challenge. Now, it doesn't mean, Aries, that you're never going to face another setback or difficulty, but the ease is going to be completely different. Instead of feeling like you're coming up to a roadblock and not knowing what to do, and you sitting in that energy for quite some time and figuring out, well, which way do I go? What detour? Do I go above? Do I go under? Do I go through? And spending time effortlessly on figuring it out, I feel like there's more of an ease here. So when you do come up against challenges, you're able to remain flexible in your approach on how to get there, and you're actually going to get there quicker. So for a lot of you Aries out there, manifestation is going to be something that happens quite quickly for you, especially for those of you that already are really good at manifesting. I feel that things are going to really speed up, and you do have movement here as well. Now let's dive into your tarot. We do have the Nine of Voices coming into January, Nine of Swords energy. So we still are feeling the effects of the retrograde in the first couple of weeks of January. We're still coming down from the 2022 energy. So as soon as that timetable rolls over into the new year and that bell rings, you may not be feeling that energy right away. And that's normal. That's okay. I feel like you are figuring out solutions and ways to reduce possibly anxieties, worries. If you've been having challenges, sleepless nights, some of you may even have some sort of sleep apnea, or you have a difficult time when it does come to your sleep life, or some of you have even been sleeping more or sleeping longer than you typically do as well. When this Nine of Swords shows up, this is about you overcoming some of that anxiety, worry, fear, and despair that you felt prior. So you're shaking it off here, and it may still take a couple of days or even a couple of weeks into January to fully shake off some of this anxiety. But towards that second half of January, which we'll talk about here in a moment, I feel that you are really stepping out of the energies here in a positive, new, vibrant way. Now you're allowed this clean slate here, and you're excited about the new opportunities that are coming in. Now, again, in the first couple of weeks in January, you have the High Priestess. This is about you connecting to your higher self. This is about you being highly psychic, Aries, highly intuitive. A lot of you have a lot of spiritual gifts that have to do with maybe being an empath, maybe being a clairvoyant, a healer, a seer. Some of you maybe even a tarot reader or a psychic yourself. But I am feeling here that you have a lot of these gifts, and Spirit is really helping you align with this new direction. So tune into that higher self, tune into your spiritual realm, your team, because I feel like that veil is very thin. Remember, we are raising in consciousness, so we're able to connect more so now than we were in the past. So when this High Priestess shows up for you, this is all about inner wisdom, insight, truth, and it aligns beautifully with the 2023 year that we will be entering here, depending on when you're watching this. I put these readings out in December of 2022, but for a lot of you, you just know. There's a clear knowing of how to get yourself up out of this anxiety, or there's a clear knowing on what opportunities you want to have in 2023. And I am sensing that if you have been struggling, or if you felt stuck in any areas of your life, there's truth coming in here. There's solution. So pay attention to your gut feelings, pay attention to your dreams, the signs, synchronicities, because the universe is speaking to you in many different ways. And I feel that it's time for you to really, truly listen. And I feel like you are. Now, in the middle of the month, we have here the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So here it is, you getting out of situations that are difficult, that are challenging or stressful. Perhaps some of you have had a very stressful, maybe holiday season. If you did celebrate the holidays, maybe November and December may have been a little more difficult for you specifically. Perhaps there were loved ones who's crossed over, or maybe you just felt lonely, or you felt that it was a very busy time and you're ready to recoup. You're ready for these new beginnings here and to heal and move on from some sort of difficulty here. The 6 of Swords is also about that spiritual quest which you have. So you can see how everything is beautifully synchronized here in your reading. When the 6 of Swords shows up, I do sense that a lot of you are freeing yourself from mental conflict, physical conflict, and also emotional turmoil. Even though you've been listening to yourself, I do sense here, if there was any emotions that you were tending to maybe hang on to, that were lodged or suppressed in the body, especially when it does come to your emotional health, this is something that you are taking into your own hands. And I feel like you're receiving clarity, Aries, for things that maybe you weren't able to see before. 7 of Wands showing up here. They're giving me the 14th of January. 14th of January is the 7 of Wands energy here, where instead of you feeling defensive or even defenseless, or instead of maybe those feelings leaving you feel like you were easily offended, on guard, on pressure, or you felt at times that every turn you went, you were faced up against some sort of challenge. Around the 14th is when you're going to start to feel that energetic shift, Aries, of standing up for your beliefs, defending yourself in a positive way, but not one where you're looking for a fight, not one that you're looking for, negativity or drama. This is you saying, I'm non-conforming. I want to live life on my own terms, and I want to have the upper hand. Instead of feeling possibly like the victim, or instead of feeling helpless or defensive, this is about you stepping into your power and you having that power within, where you're able to make positive new choices when it comes to your physical, mental, and emotional health. Now, in the last couple of weeks of January, you have the Hierophant and the King of Materials. So some of you may be going back to school. The Hierophant can be connecting with someone of divine support, whether it is a healer, whether it is some sort of guru for you. You may be watching a YouTube video, or you may be connecting with a mentor, a coach, or a guide that can give you some spiritual guidance. But this is also about your beliefs. This is about you learning how to achieve the goals that you've set out for yourself. So again, some of you may be signing up for a class, or you may be entering into a new career because you have the Muse of Material. This is the King of Pentacles. So when this Muse of Materials comes up here, I feel like you are willing to do what it takes to learn how to increase your financial state, how to bring in more stability. Now, some of you may be talking to, it could be a loan officer, it may be a financial advisor, a property or real estate expert, or some sort of maybe even a business or financial, again, expert here. Someone who may give you some solid advice. Okay, because you do have the Hierophant, and typically the Hierophant in other decks, it has been the Pope, or it has been someone of divine spiritual guidance that can help you along the way. So I do feel for you, there may be someone else, whether it's a teacher as well, It could be a boss. It could be a friend. It's someone who helps you open up to a new way of thinking, being, or doing. And I am sensing that it's going to help when it does come to your finances, when it comes to your stability, or when it comes to your material gains here on earth. This is about your prosperity, your health, and body. Now, some of you, this could be a doctor even, or a psychiatrist, a therapist, someone who opens you up on a new way of, again, thinking or feeling. I feel this could be a spiritual doctor as well, or maybe even a holistic doctor or coach. But you are on the right path here. And I feel like your mind is open to learning new things. Beautiful energy. Now, when it does come to your finances, your money, you have the frame and you have the tower. Now, the tower isn't like the traditional tower, although it certainly can be if that resonates with you. But the frame is about accomplishments. So some of you may be getting certified in 2023. You may be contemplating taking an online course in the month of January, or signing up for some new ways of learning in the month of January, but it may not be until later on. For others of you, this could be also booking that trip, some sort of travel, world travel, excursion. Some of you may also be getting a career or job overseas, or if you are maybe an influencer, or if you're doing something telecommunicating, or there's technology involved, you may be reaching people on a global level. But this frame is about steady income. It is about you organizing your success, you organizing possibly even your home, your finances. This is about accomplishments. Now, you may have a career in the art and design field. Some of you, maybe you work from home. This could be home oriented, or you are working towards possibly a path of self-employment if you are not already there. Now, you could also work in the corporate world. You do have the tower showing up, and it does say corporate job here. But I do sense that some of you are wanting to shift from the corporate world to maybe building your own business. This is about earning power. It is about climbing that tower and building that solid foundation. You can see in this tower here, there's two legs that are spread pretty far here, where it builds that solid foundation of stability in order for it to continue climbing to the top. Now, if you are in the corporate world, Aries, you may find yourself really climbing quickly, because again, the law of attraction and the manifestation for you is really working in your favor, especially the more that you become aligned with your higher self, your gifts, your skills, your talents that you came into this earth with, and your soul's purpose and path, the more that you'll see yourself building that success for you. So I do see a lot of accomplishments for you regarding money, career, and achievements, not just in January, but again, throughout 2023. Now, in matters of the heart, we have free yourself, and we also have new love. It says it's time to take back control of your life. So if you have felt a little bit stuck in matters of the heart, this doesn't just have to be romantic love. For some of you, it absolutely is. But this is about love for your family members, your friends. It could be your own children, parents, siblings. This is about freeing yourself from any unhealthy patterns, setting healthier boundaries for yourself, and living in the heart space instead of the ego center. And if there are other people in your life that you are not benefiting from, or if you are not in alignment with, that's a better usage of words here. I feel it's important to free yourself from any limiting beliefs, thoughts, patterns, habits, or destructive energies between the both of you that tend to threaten or bring down the relationship here. It's time to free yourself from that energy. If you are looking for new love, January is the catalyst. Remember, this is the year to set yourself up for success in matters of the heart as well as career. You have a clean slate here. You have a second chance, a do-over here to attract the type of relationships, the type of love that you truly seek and desire, Aries. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So it looks to be intimacy or romantic love for a lot of you. I am feeling though, if you have been wanting companionship, if you've been wanting new friends or just to be around other like-minded individuals, I'm getting a strong energy of soul tribe, especially for those of you that do go on some sort of spiritual quest or retreat or maybe even travel. I do feel like there may be an opportunity to meet new people that may build solid friendships that last a lifetime is what I'm getting. I know that's super powerful, but I do feel that there are people coming in here for your 2023 that are going to go the distance. It's going to be, I'm getting here the 10 of Pentacles, the longevity. It will be in it for the long run here, the long haul. Now, what is your soul trying to get your attention and remind you? You have here, am I willing? This is your soul truth card. Are you willing, Aries? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, there's uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave, and you must trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action, be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. Absolutely. I love that this is your soul truth card because I feel like you are willing, you are ready. I do sense here that it's important for you, again, to remain flexible and to be adaptable because there's going to be a lot of changes that happen for you. I'm really excited to do your yearly readings, but I am sensing that things are going to be completely different. Some of you, this is a huge life change, whether it is a move, whether it's a move across the country or across, the town that you are in or the place or location that you are in. This could be a complete new shift in your career. It could be a brand new dynamic when it comes to your relationships. This could be major health concerns finally being healed or being seen or being solved. Some of you have had some sort of, now it could be autoimmune disorders or you've had some sort of, they're giving me mystery illness. There's always some sort of underlying energy even when it does come to the mystery illnesses. And a lot of times the reason why the medical field cannot figure out certain illnesses is because they haven't quite reached that level of advancement to catch up with the spiritual side of things, but they will. And I do sense here that you may find answers out to some difficulties or some health concerns around you or even a family member. Now, what else do we have here? We have frog spirit. Your animal spirit guide is the frog, and it says it's time to clear out the clutter. Yes, it's the perfect month to do so. You have this clean slate. Clear out the clutter so you can make room for new opportunities, new adventures. Because remember here, Aries, exciting times are ahead. So you must clear out the old to make way for new. It's kind of like cleaning out your closet. If you tend to continue putting clothes and putting stuff into your closet, it gets so overwhelming and you don't even know what to wear. And it just feels like sometimes you want to shut the door on that and you don't want to open it because you're afraid things will fall out, right? This is about clearing up that space so you feel that breath of fresh air when you open it up and you have the new opportunity of what you can wear and you're excited about that energy. That's what I feel you are doing in your life. Clearing out the clutter, making way for new. Now, messages from your spiritual team. I'm using here the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. And for those of you that are interested in any of the decks used during your reading, including my Intuitive Soul Coach Oracle deck, you can find all of this in the description box below. But you have here Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yes, Aries, this is in perfect alignment with what we've been talking about. You have the opportunity, you have the free will, you have the intuitive compass to create this life of abundance, of luxury, of love, of success, of achievement, whatever it is that may be a priority or important to you. You are creating This is your year to shine. This is the year to create heaven on earth, whatever that may look like for you. And your guides want you to know that this is happening. So get ready. You also have awakening. Again, we are raising our collective energy of consciousness here. So a lot of you are feeling these awakenings, these breakthroughs, these moments of truth, these epiphany moments. We are entering into a seven personal year. And again, that is all about awakening. It says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So within this new awakening here, this is where the flexibility comes in, because flexibility is important, because sometimes we tend to want to hang on. I'm just going to use this tower, for example, like the traditional tower in tarot. Sometimes we want to hang on to things because they feel comfortable, or because we are afraid of change, or we're not ready. We feel not ready. This energy here with the awakening is saying you are ready. There are energetic upgrades happening within you, whether you feel ready or not. You are. Your soul knows what to do. Just like your body knows what to do to digest food, to breathe, to heal, right? You don't have to tell your body to do those things. You don't have to tell your energy to upgrade, Aries, because it already is. Very powerful messages from your guides. Now, last but not least here, you have the Treasure Island. This is probably one of the best cards in the Wisdom of the Tarot here. I'm actually going to read to you the prosperity message from the guidebook before we wind down your reading. And this is about the law of attraction, which we talked about as well, and bringing dreams to fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing as if from nowhere. Financial gains and sharing of good fortune. The Oracle's message for you, Aries, is this. Let's see here. You've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance. And suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. Aries, this is probably one of the best readings I feel like they're all wonderful, of course, even the bad, but I do feel that this reading in itself is the catalyst. This is the setup, the building block that is going to take you into 2023 and creating that heaven on earth. You will reach your treasure island. I hope this resonates for you, beautiful souls. Stay optimistic. Remember, you are shifting energetically, and you don't have to necessarily do tons for that to happen. The energy already does what it needs to do here for you. All you need to do is embrace the opportunities it presents. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. If this does resonate, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Sending you lots of love and light, Aries. Till next time.